on, Doc.
It's time for exciting live and local sports action on Richmond's very own WBON TV, the leader in local sports television. Remember to like our YouTube channel so you'll never miss any of our live sports coverage. And support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Madison Southern High School once again, as we have got middle school boys basketball for you between the Warriors of Foley and the Flyers of Farristown. Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins. Jamie, they reached out to you about doing this game. I talked to Coach Austin Newton, the head boys coach at Madison Southern, and they wanted to kind of showcase these middle school teams. We got a couple of sponsors to help us out, and that's why we are live here at Madison Southern. With a special thank you to our friends who helped us sponsor this ball game.
Yeah, Ray Himes of Kentucky Farm Bureau, and then Susan Luxon and Valerie Himes of Luxon Himes Attorneys at Law helped to make this happen, as well as Boone Square Mini Mall on behalf of Raising Arrows Foster Care and Adoption Ministry. At Boone Square Mini Mall, they are taking up donations in the form of diapers, baby wipes, and packaged underwear and socks for kids up until Christmas Eve.
We also want to thank you to the White Stitch. They are open over on South Street in Berea. They have a great deal on right now going on purses, and it's rainy out tonight. They got ponchos on sale over as well at the White Stitch. You can shop thewhitestitch.com to see all the inventory at the White Stitch. Man, I'm excited. It's our first broadcast together. You had Tom with you Friday night during the boys game at Madison Southern. We have got a busy week this week. Tonight, we're here for the middle school game. Tomorrow night, Estill County Madison Southern boys basketball. Friday night, Estill County will take on Bell County in boys basketball. And then on Saturday, we have 3 radio-only games between Estill County will take on someone. You've got Madison Southern playing Barberville that day, and then we'll have a Berea game for you as well. All those games will be on radio on Saturday. But a busy week this week for all of us here at Wallingford Media Group. And we're not on the Pinnacle tonight, but for the folks that haven't listened to you yet, tell them what they can listen to on the Pinnacle right now.
Sure, 106.7 The Pinnacle is Berea's new station. Right now we're playing Christmas music. So we are Madison County's Christmas station through Christmas, and then we're going to be a light rock station, play a lot of 80s and 90s stuff. Going to get a lot of local programming. We've got a drive-in show, Wake Up Berea 7 to 9, have a lot of local guests, trying to make this as Berean as possible. The station is in Old Town, which if you're going to be in Berea, that's where you need to be.
Have you had any complaints yet about your co-host on Monday mornings?
Tristan Reynolds has joined me. Really, you are my only complaint, and you complain every week.
Well, that's because I'm not on there, man. I'm a little upset, a little jealous. Here we go, the tip-off between the Flyers and the Warriors, controlled by Haskins, number 10, who's, I believe, a 7th grader.
He is.
Three-pointer up and in. Right off the bat, we get underway on a 3. Put up and in by number 20. That is Ryder Short. Now full court pressure being displayed by the Flyers. Warriors break the press, but a turnover on the other end will give it back to Farristown, who lead 3-0. Short going to drive this time. His floater is too hard and controlled by the Warriors.
Yeah, this game, the idea originated with Coach Austin Newton. They're new coaches at both middle schools, Michael. and they're really trying to create a culture of growth toward being together at Madison Southern instead of making this a rivalry, and this is part of that effort.
It's a big game here every single time these two teams lock up. Here's Short again. He'll drive baseline, spin move in the paint, fadeaway jumper, tough shot. 1 of 3 from the field is Short to begin the game. He's got the only points thus far of the contest. It's 3-0 Flyers. Here's a jump shot on the other end. It's coming off, and the rebound to Short. Now Farristown with it, a cross-court pass. That's fair. A 3 by Short is way off, and Ryder Short knocked down the first 3 of the game to give the Flyers a 3-0 lead, but since then he's 0 of 3 from the field.
Well, you know what they say about some shooters. You hit 2 in a row and you think you're hot. You miss 2 in a row, you think you're due. They're going to pull it anyway.
I never hit 2 in a row, so I don't know what that's like. Here's a big man down low, number 50. That is Mason Himes with his first 2 of the game. He has got the biggest size advantage in tonight's contest. A near steal, and it is stolen away by Foley, and the layup is good. It's 3-4. Foley on top by 1.
With full court pressure by both teams, it's certainly going to be a fast-paced game. I was here with Tom on Friday as Madison Southern took on Trinity. It was also a fast-paced game, but there's a lot of missed shots. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more exciting on the offensive end here.
Foley misses a chance there to extend that lead. A missed layup by number 21, Fraley. Here are the Flyers with it inside the paint. Pump fake, jump shot up, short. Shot missed by Shackelford. And here come the Warriors back the other way, a little zone defense. A tip by Short. And they're going to say it's out of bounds off of him. It'll stay with Foley, who leads 4-3. 3:29 to play in the first quarter, underway here at Madison Southern High School on WBON TV.
Shackelford with that rebound. There's actually a set of Shackelford twins on this Farristown team. That was Sebastian. His brother Jonah will see some action later on tonight.
Down inside, they go to Himes. He's blocked from behind, got it back, and puts it up and in. It's always good to have some size down low. Foley certainly has that, and they lead 6-3. Short double team. They're going to take a timeout. 6-3. Foley in front. We will step aside for a commercial break as well. 30 seconds coming right back on WBON TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
So thank you to a couple of sponsors for allowing us to come on tonight. A special thank you to the White Stitch over on South Street in Berea and a few more.
Boone Square Mini Mall is sponsoring this game on behalf of Raising Arrows, which is a nonprofit in town for foster kids. They're accepting donations at Boone Square Mini Mall of diapers, wipes, and then packaged new underwear and socks for kids through New Year's Eve.
So get involved in that. A great way to help raise some money for a great cause. Another turnover by Farristown ends up in the hands of Foley. Here's Himes down low, and he's going to be called for a charge. He lowered that shoulder, did Mason Himes. He's got 4 of the 8 for Foley. They lead 8-3, and turnover's a problem right now for Farristown.
They really can't. I mean, not only are they not getting across half court, Michael, they're not getting it past the free throw line.
They're barely getting it inbounds. Here they get it across the midcourt stripe, and on the attack is the 7th grader Haskins. He missed. And back the other way come the Warriors. A 5-point lead, 2.5 to play in the first quarter.
Also want to thank Ray Himes of Kentucky Farm Bureau, as well as Susan Luxon and Valerie Himes of Luxon and Himes Attorneys at Law, sponsoring this game. This is a special event for us. We don't do a lot of middle school games, so we're appreciative to those that made that happen.
Here's Haskins again. He'll get it across midcourt, kick out, pump fake, open 3 on its way. It's good. 3-pointer by Chase Fair is fair, and it's 8-6 with the Flyers trimming that lead to a pair.
Looks like we're going to see full court pressure by both teams, so I believe it's going to be whoever, it's going to be the war of attrition. Whoever has the fewer turnovers is going to be on top.
3 points for Fair, 3 for Ryder Short. Can add up to 6 for the Flyers. Here are the Warriors with it. Jump shot on its way is a little bit short. That one put up by Fraley. He missed. It's now 8-6, 2:01 to play, and Farristown will inbound, going the full court with it. Trying to beat the press of Foley.
Twice in a row, Farristown's made that look easy.
Fair, pump fake, double teamed over in the corner. He'll get out of it and got lucky. Himes tipped it, able to pick it back up. It's inside to Haskins off the glass. He can't finish. Offensive rebound by the Flyers is put back up. That won't go, and it's going to be tipped out by Haskins and back to the Warriors.
Talked to Coach Chris Reeser earlier today, and it's hard to find stats on middle school teams. He said Haskins probably leading scorer, Shackelford's probably leading rebounder. Both of those guys missed it point blank right there. They're going to need them to step up to have a chance.
Speaking of stepping up, Mason Himes has done just that. He has got 6 of the 10 for Foley, and they lead 10-6. Haskins to Fair. Fair will stop, pump fake, up to Short. Back to Fair on the right wing. He'll dribble left side, got a screen. Now back up top to Haskins as they set it up. Do the Flyers, trailing by 4. Haskins kicks it out to Fair again. Fair gets inside, into trouble. Himes was in front of him and just had to throw it up. Here come the Warriors the other way. The left-handed layup too hard. Offensive rebound. We're going to have a travel called against Foley. A fast-paced affair here thus far at Madison Southern.
That was interesting on that travel call there. I mean, there's been a 6th grade game and a 7th grade game leading up to this one. And that play happened probably 45 times, and that's the first travel they've called on somebody falling down with a basketball.
Here's the pass. Over to Haskins. Haskins out to Fair. He'll pump fake. Now it's Short up top. Swing it around. Ball's loose. Stolen away by Scully, and he will draw the foul.
Clifton Scully is an excellent golfer.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's the leading scorer and one of the top rebounders on the team for Foley. He has not done much here tonight in this one. But Foley on top right now, 10-6. Two-sport athlete, that's pretty impressive.
He's a very well-rounded athlete.
Here's a pass, right wing. Getting inside is Fraley. Here's a 3 up on its way to Short. Rebound to Short. Short coming the other way. Cut off base or a sideline. He'll give it over to Haskins now as he comes up near across midcourt. Back up top Short with it over to Haskins, left wing. Guarded by Fraley. Man-to-man defense by the Warriors. Haskins to Short, who's got 3 in the contest thus far. Got in trouble and turned it over. Long pass up to Fraley. He'll beat the other team down the floor and misses the bunny. Layup won't go. Fraley has missed a couple of easy ones, and that will do it for the first quarter. An intense, very fast-paced first quarter sees Foley take a 10-6 lead after one. Folks, do not go anywhere. We'll come right back on WBONTV.com.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kopudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Hey everyone, Marissa Hempel here, News Director with Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. If you've got a story, news tip, or fantastic idea or angle for a local feature, I want you to contact me directly at marissa@WBONTV.com. Send us your pics and video through all of our links on WBONTV.com. Look for me on Facebook and Twitter too. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. We're your local source for news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Back on WBON TV, Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins here with you. Got some good sponsors tonight. I want to say a special thank you to them for allowing us to cover tonight's game. Like the White Stitch over in South Street in Berea. They've got some great deals on ponchos and purses for women. It's a great women's boutique with boutique and state apparel as well. You can check out online the White Stitch at thewhitestitch.com.
Very generous sponsorship by Ray Himes of Kentucky Farm Bureau, as well as, there's another bucket, Susan Luxon and Valerie Himes of Valerie Himes Attorneys at Law. Final sponsors, Boone Square Mini Mall, on behalf of Raising Arrows, which is a charity in town that gives clothes to foster children. Caleb Cobb, they're called on the illegal screen. You can give donations to Raising Arrows in the form of diapers, wipes, packaged new underwear and socks for kids at Boone Square Mini Mall from now until Christmas Eve.
Kaysen Noble knocked down that three the last time down. Warriors get away with the travel right there. As the Foley Warriors on top. Here's a pass inside to Himes. One dribble, puts it off the glass and in. He's got 8 of the 15 for Foley, and they're starting to pull away, up by 9 with 5:14 to play in the first half.
I feel like getting up and down the floor is what Farristown's trying to do. I feel like they believe that's their strength here. Timeout called.
Timeout by the Flyers. They trail by 9, and another 30-second timeout. Jamie, you were talking about our great sponsors. Listen, we appreciate everybody. We could not do any of this stuff. The sports show, our regular high school games, our middle school games that we've been doing this year with, Cuddle football or whatever the case may be, without these sponsors for allowing us to come out. They pay for it. We come out and do the games. I want to say a special thank you to all of them for allowing us to come out and cover all this great local sports action. If you're out and about, even if you don't need to run in there, just stop by and say thank you for helping WBON TV cover the middle school game or the high school games, whatever the case may be. We could not do it without our sponsors, so make sure you go by and say thank you to them. Farristown will inbound, trailing by 9. Got to get something going here. Here's Ryder Short. Knocked down the 3 to begin the game, but has been quiet ever since then. Here's Haskins. He'll work it around. They're looking inside. Can't feed the big man down low. Haskins will try a 3, left wing. It's a pretty shot, but it's short. Tipped out to Fair. Now Short has it. And Short will put it off the glass. No good. Himes with the rebound over 3 other players. Puts it in, or draws the foul.
Both teams, I feel like, have had a fairly equal amount of turnovers. Both teams have missed a lot of layups, but at least to this point, Farristown has no answer for Mason Himes inside. You got to go at him and get him in foul trouble. You got to do something to eliminate that factor.
Here are the Flyers. Down by 9, still with the basketball. Over the Fair in the right corner. He'll dribble it up. Now looking down low. They'll feed their big man. That's number 25, Shackelford. And Shackelford had a nice move but couldn't finish. $1 million move, the 10-cent finish. I had a lot of those in my career. Here's Fraley inside, and a dangerous pass is thrown away. Fraley is one of those kids that'll give you 150% effort at all times. At sometimes as a coach, you're going to pull your hair out because he will make mistakes, but at other times he's going to make big plays for you. And right there, a little turnover to get the ball back to Farristown.
Yeah, it's a balance between the good and the bad there. Those hustle plays, it can absolutely change a game on the defensive end, but the turnovers can kill you as well.
Whitaker in the game now for Farristown. It's back up top to Haskins. He'll drive in, kick it down low to Short. Good defense by Foley. He forces a tough shot. Short couldn't knock it down. Himes the rebound. Here comes Fraley with it for the Warriors. It's Scully. He'll be blocked. Good defense by Shackelford. Himes is right there to take it back away, and he will put it up. He can't finish. Got his own rebound again. Cannot score. And it's blocked as Himes comes away with it. Finally able to put it up and in.
He's in double figures here in the middle of the second quarter.
Himes on his way to a big day, and he is a big man down low playing against Farristown. Whitaker turns it over himself. Scully will attack, draw the foul, count the basket, and the Foley Warriors are starting to pull away here in the second quarter. Now on top by 13 as their leading scorer, Scully, gets on the board for the first time tonight.
The score is currently Mason Himes 10, Farristown 6.
Yeah.
He has dominated the paint on both ends, creating a lot of problems for Farristown down there offensively, but also just unstoppable when he gets the ball in his hands.
Free throw good by Scully. He's got 3. It's 20-6. Farristown struggling against this press. Short able to help beat it as they have a 3-on-1 fast break. Shackelford will attack against Himes. Tough shot, had it blocked. Haskins there for the rebound, puts it up and in, and finally able to break the long scoring drought for the Flyers to make it 20-8 in favor of the Warriors. Long feed into the corner. Scully will pump fake. He'll kick it back around. It's now a 3 on its way up. And Davidson puts it in. He's got 5. And the lead to 15. Scully rips it away from the offensive player, and he'll draw the foul against number 24 of Farristown, Lucas Mullins.
The Warriors are just really the aggressors here early in this game. They're going after the loose balls. They're going after the balls even when they're not loose. And Farristown's on their heels for sure.
3 on its way. This one too hard. Himes almost had another offensive rebound, but it'll be controlled by Haskins as he comes up the floor with it for Farristown. Short will pump fake. He'll give it back to Haskins. Haskins off the glass. That's a tough shot for a 7th grader, but Haskins gets on the board. He's got 2. He got 4, excuse me.
He's had the last 2 buckets.
10. Open 3 for Scully. This one too hard. And Haskins, who again, as Jamie just said, has the last 4 for the Flyers, picked up his dribble, in trouble. Throws it over to Short. Short will try a 3 off the back of the rim. And a jump ball called. Is both teams hustling right now, Jamie. The shot's just not falling for the Flyers.
Farristown's going to press some more. You think scoring and then creating some turnovers is their best chance to get back into this before half.
Himes has been the difference thus far with his rebounds and scoring. Here's a shot up. Tough one. Good pressure from behind defensively. Scully got the offensive rebound. He can't finish. And a foul called as Davidson. Make that Adams. Landon Adams drew the foul.
Mason Himes getting his first break of the day, and this is another time that Farristown needs to take advantage on the glass.
First free throw is coming off, 23-10, 2:01 to play in the first half. We may be joined by Austin Newton at the half. We'll see if he can come up and chat with us a little bit. Talk about the games they have coming up this week. 24-10, your score as Adams knocks down 1 of 2 free throws. Haskins, good pass as they try to beat the press. Threw it behind Shackelford. It'll be turned over back to the Warriors. Jamie, we're not keeping turnover stats, but we could fill a sheet up right now with turnovers for both teams, but Foley really struggling against this press, or make that Farristown really struggling against the press of Foley. Here's Davidson, an open 3 in the corner, knocked one down a moment ago from that same spot. This one comes off, Shackelford the rebound. Outlet to Haskins, wide open man down the floor. He didn't see him, and when he did, he turned it over.
Really just not taking advantage of opportunities down there. Missed so many layups. They've had several 2-on-1, 3-on-1 fast breaks and just haven't finished.
Farristown with the turnover problems, and it really looks like, Jamie, they're going too fast. They're playing too fast for their own good right now.
Certainly was not in position there to, the purpose of that press is to trap in the corner over here by half court, and nobody was in the right spot.
Fraley, an open 3, he'll take it. Short, got his own rebound, nobody boxed him out, got inside and laid it up and in. That's a big shot by Fraley.
Got to box out the shooter.
To extend the lead to 16. He's got 5 of the 16. And a quick whistle. I believe we're going to have a blocking foul called against Foley.
Foley up 16. Coach Donnie Hundley over there is not letting up. Hundley, a Berea College basketball alum. One of the hardest working players I saw during my time there.
Shot up and in by Short. He started the game off with a big three-pointer that gave Farristown a 3-0 lead, but since then it's been all Foley. 26-12, and we've got a hoop and harm. The end one opportunity coming up for number 35, Adams. He's got 3, looking to add another one to his scoring total at the free throw line.
Foley making it look easy breaking that press. They're just throwing over the top and getting a fast break every time.
How long did you do Berea College basketball?
About 5 years.
Free throws too hard. Haskins comes in to rip the rebound away.
One of the most fun players that I covered there was Southern assistant Aaron Ponder. So much fun to watch him play. Just such a smart, talented basketball player.
Haskins can't knock down the 3. The ball is loose. It's saved and still on the floor. Now both teams fighting for it, and we're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Farristown basketball. They trail by 16 with 46.8 to play.
It was like that ball had grease on it. Several guys tried to grab it and couldn't get a hold of it. You got to throw it.
Comes inbounds finally. Nearly a 5-second violation. Doesn't matter as Foley gets the turnover either way. And the ball deflected, but it'll stay with the Warriors, who lead 28-12, 41 seconds to play in the first half.
Dalton Lesson into the game, getting his first action, and the Flyers are going to play back. Not give Foley the opportunity to get a fast break off the press.
Fraley throws it down into Adams. It's deflected by Shackelford, but he's called for the foul. That's not Shackelford, that's actually Dalton Lesson in there defensively for Farristown. 32.7 to play in the first half. Adams will shoot two. He come off the bench just a few moments ago, Jamie, but he's got 3 points already. Here's the offensive rebound, the missed free throw. Shot won't go. Put up another offensive rebound. Adams got it, had it blocked.
Big block there. I mean, I love the aggression of getting up there to stop the shot. Use that effort to get the rebound in the first place.
Even without Himes, the offensive rebounds heavily in favor of Southern. Here's a steal and the layup the other way by Haskins. The 7th grader leading the way for Farristown. He's got 6, and the lead trimmed to 14, 28-14. Fraley sees an open lane. What a pass as he finds Adams for an easy 2.
That's that risk reward you were talking about earlier.
Fraley just put his head down, and the first half will come to an end as Foley all over Farristown by the score of 30-14. We will take a short commercial break and come right back to Madison Southern as the Warriors lead by 16. Folks, don't go anywhere. Right back on WBONTV.com.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
We are back here at Madison Southern. Coach Austin Newton joining us. Coach, pretty cool thing going on here tonight.
This is really cool, man. I was asking some people if they've ever done this before, and they said no. And just for our middle school kids that are going to be playing here one day to come play on our court under the bright lights, and we got a great crowd and games on Facebook Live. This is just good for them. I think they've handled it pretty well the first half.
Yeah, talk about the games you'll have coming up this week for folks that maybe haven't got to watch you all play this year. You got some home games, and then got a game over at Berea this week.
Yeah, so we play Estill County here at home tomorrow night. We play Woodford County on Friday night here at home. And then on Saturday, we're playing over at Berea in the Bill Smallwood Classic against a very good Barberville team. So we're going to take them one at a time. We know we're going to have a tough task tomorrow against Estill County. Coach Bentley does a good job over there. They got a really good player in Joe Benton. Tomorrow night is it's Wayne out night. So
okay.
Our guy Wayne, who wears
Wayne's
the cutoff,
always out though.
So if our students, if they can show up in a cutoff T-shirt, they get in for free, and we're giving away Xbox tomorrow night.
Wow.
So lucky student.
Well, I wasn't planning on being here until you said Wayne out. I think that's enough to bring me. Had a super emotional game on Friday night. You guys were up and down, went to overtime. That had to drain your guys. What do you expect for them in responding this week?
Yeah, so it did drain us physically. They played really hard. We competed hard. We were tough. But we've been talking about it over the last couple days. So we want to turn it into a positive. We know, I was saying earlier, the most proud thing that I was about that game is we expected to win it. And last year I couldn't have said that about when we played a top 10, 15 team in the state. I couldn't say that I really trusted that our guys expected to win. And on Friday night and the whole week leading up to it, we expected to win the game. And they had that mindset from the tip. And we were right there. And so now it's how we respond. We've been talking about the last couple of days in practice. Like, we can come out and lay an egg and say, hey, we almost knocked off Trinity. All right, but that's not good enough for what we're trying to do. We're going to come out and we're going to try to play as hard as we did the other night.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us. We'll let you get back to your post down there and watch some good middle school basketball. Again, plenty of chances to catch Madison Southern this week at home on Tuesday and Friday, and on Saturday as well. One more commercial break and we'll come back in 30 seconds on WBONTV.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Here with you, Jamie, a pretty exciting first half as the Warriors on top by 16.
Yeah, it was a very fast-paced game. Like we said early on, it was kind of a war of attrition. Farristown had more turnovers and more missed layups, and that's why they're in this hole.
Third quarter just underway here at Madison Southern High School. A special thank you to Austin Newton for hanging out with us. And again, his team will be in action tomorrow night here on WBON TV. You can watch that game live between the Eagles and Estill County, and all those turnovers in the first half. We've got another one to begin the second half. Turnover on Foley this time as they are called for a 3-second violation. Here's Short. He's hit immediately and whistled for the foul is Scully.
Big thank you to our sponsors for making this game happen. Kentucky Farm Bureau, Ray Himes, then Valerie Himes and Susan Luxon of Luxon and Himes Attorneys at Law, as well as Boone Square Mini Mall.
Yeah, we couldn't do these games without their support. Also the White Stitch over here in Berea as well, sponsoring tonight's game. Eagles are making it the Warriors trying to get it inbounds. They come to Himes, who gets it to Fraley. He'll bring it up, picked up by Haskins. A little full-court pressure stolen away by Haskins. Just takes it away. And then didn't see the man behind him, almost lost it back. Fair will step into a three and knock it down.
This is exactly what you want from the Flyers starting this half, is create a little chaos and get a couple buckets.
Fair knocked down an open three in the first half. Finds another one there. Himes comes to it. He's double-teamed, triple-teamed, lost the ball. It's to Scully. Scully, his floater, too hard, and the rebound tipped around, ends up in the hands of the seventh grader Haskins. Haskins on the attack, finds Fair, another three. This one too hard. Offensive rebound to Shackelford. He'll throw it up over Himes. He can't knock it down, and Himes comes in for the defensive rebound.
Himes really was the MVP of the first half there for Foley. Not sure how that's a...
Yeah, it's a figure four leg lock basically, but they call it a jump ball.
I feel like they're very quick to blow the whistles on those jump balls nowadays.
It'll be Farristown to inbound as they trail by 13. The only points thus far of the second half, a three-pointer by Chase Fair. A little more pressure on him as dangerous pass by Haskins is stolen away. Fraley has it. He's in a hurry. Hair blowing in the wind as he comes down the floor. Can't knock it down, and Short with the rebound. He'll hustle down the other way. He lost it, got it back, double teamed. Haskins an open three. He'll take it, and it's too hard. Offensive board for Farristown and put back up. It'll be a foul on Scully as one number 24 fouls the other. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Lucas Mullins.
It's interesting to watch these games as you see more and more, I guess, younger and younger players coming up on a fast break and stepping into a three instead of driving to the basket. Obviously, that's a Golden State Warriors effect. I don't love that personally as part of the, which, again, when I play basketball, I'm not going near the paint. That's where the strong people live.
Well, listen, I'm not going to the three-point line because I can't knock those down. I like to go inside and throw something up and hope it goes in.
Sure.
That's my way of playing.
You draw a lot of fouls, I bet.
Well, I call them myself, even if the official won't call them. Missed free throw makes it 30-17, and nobody picks up the offensive player, and an easy layup for Kaysen Noble, who's now got 5 in the game.
The seas parted for him there.
Haskins that helps beat the press. Got a 2-on-1 fast break. Fair thought about the three.
He
thinks
wanted
better of it. Now finds himself in trouble. Nearly turns it over. Haskins has to chase it down. He'll now drive inside, and a blocking foul called against Fraley. That time, I think Fair should have pulled up for 3 probably.
Right. He had the open look there. That's another evolution of the game. I always love the guys that take the tough charges, the ones that you know that you're going to get trucked. And that was a tough, some tough contact there. But don't love the guys that try to fall without getting hit.
Yeah.
I don't love the floppers.
The floppers.
Yep.
You know who's a flopper? Tristan Reynolds. Yeah,
Jeez,
I played with him before. And then he won't get touched when he still falls. Then he lays there on the ground for forever.
I have played with him sporadically. He spends a lot of time on the outside as well, and he's a lot bigger guy than me.
Well, he will save energy if you only go from one three-point line to the other instead of having to run all the way from one basket to the other side. Here's Scully inside. Misses the shot. And for those of you that may not know Tristan, he is the VP of Wallingford Broadcasting.
Tristan Reynolds, defense optional is what it says on his business card.
Here's Haskins. Over to Short. Farristown trying to battle their way back. Turnaround jumper. That's a tough shot.
What a move
by Ryder. He's got 7. He and Haskins each with 7. And the Flyers now trail by just 12.
Doing a much better job on the defensive end. Mason Himes has been a little bit of a non-factor here in the second half.
Yes, Foley's kind of gone away from him. Missed 3 by Scully. It was a wide open look. You'll take that all day with him if you're a Warrior fan. Short steps into one. His is too hard, and Scully grabs the rebound. Here's Fraley. Fraley on the attack. Nice pass. They work it around to Noble. Back in the corner, Davidson had an open shot. Kicks it around. Scully will pump fake. Noble open 3. Pretty shot. This kid has come in, the 7th grader. He's got 8 for the Warriors, and that lead right back up to 15. Turned over here. Davidson had it blocked, but he's fouled as Mullins whistled for the personal.
And that's what crushed the Flyers in the first half for those turnovers in that press. And that turnover was more a lack of awareness. You make that pass when you don't see the defender coming up from behind. It's tough to make anything happen.
It'll be a free throw coming up for Davidson, who's got 5 in the game. Make it stay 5. Missed the first free throw. That one looked good. It was on its way up. Hits the front end of the rim. Haskins will check out as Micah Whitaker will check in.
Another 7th grader.
A lot of youth for Chris Reeser. He's a very good coach. Him and Huntley both, 2 really good middle school coaches here in Berea.
We didn't get to it with Coach Newton, but you got to think he's excited to have his 2 feeder programs coming with that kind of coaching experience and leadership.
Another turnover. Fraley will try a 3. This one way off. Shackelford the rebound. Short will come down the sideline, and a reach-in foul called against Davidson. 2:06 to play. A 16-point lead for the Warriors, which is where it was at the half.
Got a question on our Facebook Live feed about singing the halftime show. You and I may or may not have sang some jingles today on the Coyote.
We did. That'll be coming up. I want to ask Tom when that'll be airing, by the way. Layup is good by Fraley. He's having himself a pretty good ball game now with 7.
The lead's back to 18.
The biggest lead of the ball game, I believe.
Happens quickly.
Able to beat the press. Fair again steps into a 3. This one's short, but right there is Shackelford for the easy 2. Sebastian with his first points of the game.
I'll give him the assist for that one. I didn't touch anything.
Fraley to Himes. Himes had it stripped away. Able to battle with it, keep control. It's Fraley in the corner. Scully. He picks up his dribble and finds a nice feed to Davidson, who's wide open under the basket and puts it in. That was a tough pass. And Scully able to find his man, Davidson, who now picks up point number 8 for him. Still on the inbounds. Davidson turns around and lays it in. Give him 10 now in double figures is Avery Davidson. Davidson at the front of that press with that length. Been a real issue for Farristown. Now gets it again and lays it up again.
Running it up as Farristown cannot.
7 straight points for Davidson, Jamie, and he is having himself a heck of a ball game. 30-second timeout for Farristown, which allows us to mention our sponsors one more time.
Thanks to Boone Square Mini Mall for making this happen. They're sponsored this game on behalf of Raising Arrows, which is a charity for foster kids. You can donate to Raising Arrows. They're looking for newly packaged underwear and socks, as well as diapers and wipes. You can donate those directly at the Boone Square Mini Mall. They will have a bin. Also want to thank Susan Luxon and Valerie Himes of Luxon and Himes Attorneys-in-Law, as well as Ray Himes of Kentucky Farm Bureau for making this happen.
44-22 your score, a 22-point lead for Foley. And here lately, it's been all Avery Davidson, who has got 7 straight for the Warriors.
And he's really doing it with defense.
Yeah.
These have been shots that have been in transition because he's making plays. He's got those long, lanky arms.
Defense leads to offense. Noble had it blocked after he got the steal. Short the other way, and Noble just comes right in to take it away from him. Reverse layup is good, and Kaysen, the 7th grader off the bench, has got 10. Short, going to cross it over. Throws it up. It beat the press finally as Shackelford will lay it off the glass. His shot comes off. Scolady battling for the rebound. He'll come away with it and now give it up to number 23.
It's Trey Helton. 7th grader as well.
Nice move by Noble. Himes off the back of the rim, comes off. Shackelford the rebound as the third quarter about to come to an end. Short will get it off. It will not count as the shot goes wide left. Farristown cannot cut into that lead. They cut it down to 12, but Foley able to add right back to it. It's 46-22 after 3, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back on WBONTV.com.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Back here on WBONTV.com, Kaysen Knobb. I've been saying Noble. It's Kaysen Knobb, the young 7th grader who's been doing the damage for Southern. Davidson that time got a little bit out of control with it as Haskins brings it up the floor for the Warriors here in the 4th quarter. A 3 on its way up. Comes off from Michael Whitaker. And Nobby, right there for the rebound.
What a pass.
That's a good block, too, but a foul called against Shackelford. Or make that number 55. That's a Dalton Lesson on the foul.
After scoring 10 points in about the first 10 minutes of the game, Mason Himes hasn't scored anymore yet. The Warriors have extended their lead.
They've really kind of gone away from him. He was doing a lot of damage on that offensive glass as well, but since scoring his 10th point, he hasn't been able to get back in the flow of the offense. He came out for a little breather there in the second quarter and just now getting another chance to score. Missed the first free throw. The second one, however, is no good either.
To be honest, they haven't needed to go to him. I feel like it's been there, but they've chosen to continue to the up-tempo play.
A lot of that points in the third quarter came where he was at the back of the press, and they were scoring at the front end of the press. Nice shot by Haskins on the floater. Gives him now 9 points in the game. And Nabi tries to answer, cannot do it. And it's rebounded by Haskins. Haskins able to keep his dribble alive. A nice pass, and the shot comes off. Haskins had a wide open man, but the layup no good by Gavin Kapp. And it's Davidson at the other end who will lay it in. A big night for Davidson.
I have been unable to keep up with his points because he has scored at a tremendous pace. Up by 24 in the fourth quarter, and Foley's pulling off the full court pressure.
I've got 14 for Davidson. .438 to play, and the layup by Nabi is good.
Michael Whitaker took a spill there, got tripped up, and that's what led to the open layup there.
These kids playing so hard, too. You know, you can never be surprised if there's an injury or two because they play so hard, and especially in a game like this, you know, they don't want to make it a rivalry, but you see these kids playing each other. You might be neighbors with somebody or had a little sibling rivalry, if you will, as far as growing up playing against each other. So always makes it for an interesting game.
It does, and there's a lot of talent here. And you think about these other counties who just have the one feeder school or a self-contained school, but these two coming together. I mean, you combine these teams, you got a heck of a middle school squad.
Well, you've got Berea over here as well. That'll feed Berea. There's a lot of really good middle school programs over this way. Short will go into the corner. It's Fair, who has a couple of three-pointers tonight. Get a nice screen by Short as Haskins gets inside, had it blocked. Rebound put back up and in by number 33, Cannon Mays. Long fit up the floor, 3:49 to play, and we're going to have a backcourt violation as Nabi came in and tried to take it from his teammate, Adams. But the referee right there to whistle for the backcourt violation. Here in the fourth quarter, it's 50-26, 3.5 to play in the ball game. All Foley Warriors. Nice move by Short again. He is deadly with that spin move.
And you know, at this point, you're down 24, just a few minutes left. You're trying to work on some things, build some confidence for the next one.
Fraley can't knock it down, and the hustle once again. Watch out below. A couple of young ladies underneath the basket. Almost took a spill there, and the Pepsi almost spilled over as well. You know me, I don't want to spill any Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi lover.
I've seen you care for your drinks, sir.
So what's on tap for tomorrow on 106.7 The Pinnacle? Got anything cool going on?
Yeah, actually, so tomorrow afternoon, I had a guest on Friday talking about acupuncture for a cause. Blue Lotus Health in Berea is going to be raising money for charity, and you can get 20 minutes of acupuncture for $20 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, wow.
You ever done acupuncture?
I have not. It looks dangerous. Right?
I asked a lot of questions on the air on Friday, so we're going to talk a lot about that in the morning, try to get people to come in and get a lot of needles poked in their body.
Yep. If it involves needles, I'm probably out. Layup is in as number 23 for the Warriors. Gets in on the action.
Trey Helton. I got the 7th grade roster over here. Also, Trey used to be my neighbor.
You got an inside scoop on Trey Helton there.
I do.
Offensive foul is Short caught for the push-off. A couple other subs coming in. Number 15 for Foley.
15's a 5th grader.
Abram Howard. And number 52 checking in as well. That is Jacob Witt, the 8th grade. Getting some youngsters in the game now with 2:14 left to play and a 52-26 lead.
Doubled them up here.
It's good math. I was about to put my calculator out.
I have a degree in math. Do you know?
Do you really?
I do. I can divide like it's nobody's business.
Short gets back on the board. He's got 2 more. Ryder now with 9 in the game. Howard, the 5th grader. Well, you said plays on a travel team for Coach Reeser of Farristown.
He does. Several of the 5th graders that play on Foley's 6th and 7th grade teams too. Howard's the only one that plays up on 8th grade, and as you can see, he has no fear going against these older kids.
Missed the floater there. It was a pretty look. Fair with it for Farristown. Between the legs dribble, bounces it between his legs, and now tries to find a teammate, nearly turned it over. Winds up in the hands of number 44, Shackelford. That's Jonah. Now short, an open 3. He'll take it. This one's short, by short, and it's controlled by Foley with 1:10 to play in the game. Long pass, baseline, a nice look underneath, but the recipient was not ready. That's Witt.
It's a bigger word that I'm used to you using, Michael.
Well, you're not around me enough. I have a word of the day calendar, and that was what it was today. Recipient.
It's a lot of vowels.
Like it said that I would be the recipient of a free dinner from you tonight following the game. Is that correct?
Dollar menu.
Haskins, a deep 3. It comes off the back of the rim under 40 seconds to play. And Adams will draw the foul. Tough game tonight for Farristown, but they've got a lot of young talent on their roster. A couple of 7th graders, and Haskins playing up, played well tonight.
And so far, they've done really well in conference play. And, you know, it may be a situation where they needed this humbling experience, and I'm sure Coach Reeser is going to use that really well when they get back in the gym and practice. But this middle school schedule, we had Coach Newton up here. He's got 2-3 more games this week. So do these guys. They play tomorrow. They play Thursday. It's hard to get practice time in once the season begins. You've coached. You know that.
Yeah, I didn't coach very long.
too many nights in the gym?
Yeah. Here's Haskins up the floor with less than 30 seconds to play in the ball game. 54-28. Haskins gets inside. Jumper comes off. Witt grabs the rebound. A big rebound for Jacob Witt. Hands it off to the 5th grader, Abrams. Working it back around. Abrams with it up top. Over on the right side. Ethan Moore with it for Foley. They got a big lead over their cross-town rival as the ball game will come to an end. Your final score, 54-28. We will take a short 1-minute commercial break, come back here and wrap things up with a special thank you to our sponsors here on WBONTV.com.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins here with you on WBON TV, and a big night for Foley as they knock off Farristown by the score 54-28, led by Nobby and Avery Davidson. Nobby with 12, Davidson with 14. Adams had 6 for Foley off the bench. Fraley had 7, 10 for Mason Himes. And Clifton Scully, the leading scorer for Foley, only with 2 points tonight.
Yeah. And maybe he's their leading scorer when they set up their offense. They really didn't need to tonight. All of their points almost were in transition. It was It was like Farristown didn't know how to handle the ball. It's like they're trying to pass a pineapple back and forth.
For Farristown, 9 for Short and 9 for Haskins, 6 for Fair and 2 for Shackelford to wrap things up for the Flyers as they fall 54-28 to a pretty good Foley team. And a cool display here tonight as we got to bring you some middle school boys basketball action. Austin Newton wanted to kind of showcase these middle school teams and just to kind of give Eagles fans a chance to see the future of this basketball program. And they got a really good future, a really bright future with a lot of these really good young players.
They really do. We're going to do this again in a few weeks. Both games between these two teams this season are going to be here. Farristown was the home team tonight. It'll be Foley next time. And hopefully just as much fanfare. Both the schools, like they had an attendance competition and that kind of thing. So it's been really good for building school spirit. Hopefully that will funnel here to Southern.
Final score 54-28. One more time, let's say a special thank you to our great sponsors tonight.
Ray Himes of Kentucky Farm Bureau, big thank you for helping make this game happen. Susan Luxon and Valerie Himes of Luxon Heim Attorneys at Law in Richmond, as well as Boone Square Mini Mall. As a friend of Raising Arrows, they are doing a drive of diapers, wipes, underwear, and socks for kids. You can drop those off at Boone Square Mini Mall between now and Christmas Eve.
Also a special thank you to the White Stitch over on South Street in Berea with great deals right now on ponchos and purses. Guys, if you're looking for a great gift idea, Jamie, I know you get in the doghouse a lot, as do I. Maybe a little, I'm sorry, Mrs. Over there at the
Here's
White
a
Stitch.
poncho.
There you go. Every woman likes to stay dry in the rainy winter nights. So for all of us, Austin Hanks, our producer this evening, and Alex Garbash. Was that right? Garbash. Yeah, he's our cameraman tonight. Still haven't gotten used to that last name. I'm gonna work on it though. I'm gonna get it better.
That could be your word of the day tomorrow.
He's gonna be with me a lot this year. So special thank you to Alex, our cameraman tonight, who was with us during the sports show as well. For Jamie Boggs, I'm Michael Watkins. He'll be live on 106.7 The Pinnacle tomorrow. So listen in from 7 to 9 a.m. It's a really early morning for you.
I'll call and wake you up.
I will turn my phone off tonight. For all of us, folks, have a great rest of your evening. Don't forget, right back here tomorrow night, Estill County and Madison Southern on WBONTV.com.
At People's Bank, we do it all, from personal banking to business banking and lending services. And unlike some other banks, we make all decisions locally. When you don't have time to wait, count on us. People's Bank is the perfect fit for your busy life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
People's Bank, with lots of locations to serve you. Give them a call at 986-6860 and check them out online, whitakerbank.com.
So you guys have shown us a lot of love on Facebook and, of course, our website at WBONTV.com. So we're going to let you in on a little secret, our YouTube channel. It's where all the local stories are posted first for news, and you can even catch the live stream of any of your local high school sports on there as well. Be sure to subscribe, as well as clicking on the little bell for notifications. For when we post a video go live, you'll be the first to know. And don't be afraid to share and like a video. It really helps us out here at the studio to bring you the best in local news. And of course on Facebook, hit the See First button so we come up first when you're scrolling through your timeline.